People of the world, friends and relatives, today's Tuesday Tiny Tip is a 4 for 1, cuatro for uno. That's Spanish for 4 for 1. Surprised you didn't know that. I have recording tips for you. I have done a whole heck of a bunch of recording, and I will tell you, it's a pain in the butt. Because you know the song so well, but then you sit down to record, you hit record, it goes beep, 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 and then you immediately mess up, and you do that 100 times in a row, and then it's late, and it's time for bed, and you don't want to record the stupid song anyway, and what are you even thinking that you play guitar? You're kidding yourself. Just give up. Just play Elden Ring all the time. Don't play guitar. Don't write songs. Nobody cares. Life is over. That's the progression that I go through when I record, or it used to be until I learned these cuatro helpful Tiny Tuesday tips. Recording tip number 1, always record along with a drum loop. Don't have a metronome going and try to play along with the metronome. Get a drum loop in your recording session and play along with that. It's going to be so much easier for you to feel the groove of the song if you're playing along with a drum loop. When I record with a band with a drummer, I still will put a drum loop in the session, play the guitar part along with the drum loop, and then have the drummer play along with that guitar part. Always record with a drum loop. I cannot tell you how useful that is. Recording tip number 2. Play kind of hard when you record. Not like crazy hard, but like have a solid attack. I see a lot of people get timid when they record and they play kind of softly because they're being careful. It's not going to work. You want to play hard. You get a better mix, a better sound, and you just play better if you're willing to play a little bit hard when you record. In addition to that, play a little bit closer to the bridge than you think. If you play up here, it's all going to sound kind of muddy and jumbly. So don't be afraid to play kind of aggressively and play kind of close to the bridge. Recording tip number 3, use less effect than you think that you want to use, especially distortion. Like, you have that distortion pedal you love and you crank it because it sounds so heavy and big and awesome. It's not going to sound heavy and big and awesome in the recording. It's just going to sound washed out and flat sounding. Like this right here, listen. It doesn't sound like a lot of distortion, but mixed in a recording with drums and bass and everything, that's going to sound pretty distorted. Even though it's like, to me right here by the amp, sounds kind of clean in the recording. That's all you need. Less effect than you think. Final recording tip number 4. This is the least valuable one. You're going to hate it. I don't even remember what it is. Oh, this is stupid. Yeah, it's a terrible tip. I should just have it be 3. Those were the 3 recording tips. Oh, you want a bonus tip? Fine. Here's a waste of time. When you're recording, play the song as if you were playing it live. This kind of ties in with the one I said about playing hard. Like, a lot of bands, when they're up on stage playing, they're like all out playing. They're looking at each other. They're feeling the song. They're vibing with the grooves of the soul of the sound. And then when they go to record, they just like sit there and they don't move. And they're very afraid and they're very careful and they're very timid. Don't be afraid and timid and mellow. Have your band surrounding you. Play standing up when you record. Why do we all have to sit down when we record? Stand up. Perform the song when you're recording. You're not carefully sitting there in the studio playing notes. You are still performing the song. You still want to capture the energy. You will play it better if you record in the same fashion that you play live. My name is Stuart. Welcome to Pencil Factory. Why do I just say random crap for no reason?